If only we, as she, could be newborn again each year. But the rings etched in her body give her away. And I am made not of wood, but clay. Naked we are born, and naked we surrender, as the mighty tree undresses in autumn. Her book is the earth, her spine, her roots. Her poems are written in her leaves. The winds lead her dance. The birds are her melody. I am her song. She reached toward the sun as if to catch the light in her arms, that I might bathe in it there. She grew leaves, thick like velvet, cradled me as her own, and I built my nest. Between her fingers, in the palm of her hand, I raised my young, made my home. Her roots, maps of my life. She's almost finished flowering now. Her white, translucent petals are folding back in on themselves as though returning to the womb. Fragile stems turn yellow, then pink, then down to another home. She flowers only once a year, always during my mother's birthday. That's how I know. When green buds form like pistachio nuts, and the sparrows get feisty, and the wind curls about me like a forgotten song. Like messages from the heart, her roots reach down into the earth, older than my memory, wiser than history. All about her branches, green and ripe leaves cling tight as I used to her. But I'm her branch now. and sunken eyes, I wandered under the white chill moon. I was blind to the colour of the trees. We curl up beside fireplaces in winter, sweat love onto dusty pages, or else hunch beneath bare branches, drier than the dust from which we were conceived. But where her seeds have shriveled and her brown leaves fallen, sparrows turn over the soil, and the promise of spring is only a letter away. Spring, the season's meeting place. Restless past echoes to present, and the future calls back. We have been here before. Long ago I planted a seed. I do not remember where. Many are those like me. Words, like blood, flow unsteadily as we age. Corridors that seemed wide as the horizon in childhood time darken, narrow, begin to fade in a womb-like soupy sky. We begin to remember the things we said and those we didn't, what we left behind, and everything and nothing hold the same meaning. Nights grow shorter. We wake sometime in the day next to a window in a room with lime green and beige walls and a single framed watercolour before us. You in your bed, dressed in a white robe, me in a chair by your side. We gaze out from the shore to vanishing point of an altered horizon on some nameless day in forever. A small island in the bay, surrounded by a calm iridescent emerald sea, tells the story we no longer can. Water laps gently at its craggy outline, a reassuring, steady pulse, reminding me where my boundaries lay, where the dangers are. And one naked trunk protrudes from an escarpment. It is I, leaning into you, longing to feel your warm, milk-sweet blood envelop me again. where the woodpecker left his mark. A bud begins to take shape, firm underneath the bark where ants once ran. As a child, I carved her name into a tree. That scar is still there. September, the windy month. This year the winter lingered, lengthened like a shadow without sun. I was anxious as her petals opened, bloomed. Hope is weighty, laden with expectation. And I'm not the same. In summer we walk through a cemetery, past decaying gravestones massaged by northerly winds, guarded by elms and oaks. My father pointed to the plot where he and my mother would lay together, one indeterminable, inevitable day in forever. The dry, crisp grass disintegrated under our feet, where we stood with the trees, guarding, pining for rain. I cursed as the wind blew. The wild whim of Providence cast her blossoms to the sky like snowflakes before their appointed time. Only she smiles, kneels delicately in a garden, turns over the soil, tends the rhododendrons, and says, "Isn't it beautiful to see the sun?" We will put a clean dress on her and a pressed striped shirt on him, comb their hair, paint the bark melting into bone and lay them beside each other, nostalgic as their wedding day. Next to them we will place all that made them and that which now they have let go or have had stolen. All worn-out lovers were young once, before the winds of spring gave way to summer, gave way to winter, and nature's cold, warm, icy hand. This day has already been paid for and planned. Our other mother placed a down payment, the choice of wood and flowers, dimensions of the casket. Minor birds will sing in the tree we will gather under to whisper and hum, and I will be angry that another unluckier tree should be sacrificed to satisfy such rituals as these. But fire is a second death, and Jesus was a carpenter, and crosses are sculptured by hands such as his. This morning I will wake early in time to watch the sky lighten. I'll make coffee. I'll open the grill, walk downstairs and sit on the steps next to the passing buses. And behind them the school, a ritual stream of rosy-cheeked children and tired, wan mothers. There'll be the drone of workmen's hammers, the smell of cigarette smoke, the jarring rattle of shopping trolleys, the swaying of loose skirts, joggers in a hurry to somewhere, the sounds of a city arising from slumber. But I won't bother with any of those things. I'll look at the acacia tree in front of me, marvel at how peaceful it looks, how it just stands there, serene, almost still. I'll watch its fronds swim in the cool yellow air, listen to the birds flit about and sing, anticipatory, expectant, and try to make meaning of that. What of the wood pigeon, the dove, if not for the sycamore? What of the kingfisher, the sparrow, if not for the maple? What of the nightingale and swallow, if not for the birch? And what of the lark that sings of my love? If only we, as she, could be newborn again each year. Do we not plant our seeds? Fathers, mothers, others who hope to know what she knows. Birth and death together grow.